Hello, everyone. Welcome to Teamwork Design, where we strive to design life from conversation to communication. I am your host, Terry Mera. The fifth agreement: be skeptical, but learn to listen. I have read the four agreements more than once, and every time I read it, something else always resonate with me, and I continue to read again and again, time to time. I mean, I do have different approach to my books, and more often than not, I read them more than once. I mean, I rotate them literally. Because as the time goes on, my awareness evolves and, you gain experience and I establish, I guess, a better understanding. We watch, we listen, we read many positive, inspiring, motivating books and lectures and quotes and movies and etc. And we do know most of it, yet we struggle to execute and implement it. I think the fear. Well, because we often fear the unknown to do it. So, establishing some level of understanding helps and triggers us to put into action, if not an effort. I recently revisited this book, The Fifth Agreement, which addition to the Four Agreements. And this book provided me with much more peace, and I'd like to share with you. Sharing is caring. It encourages us to be skeptical about everything we know to be true. What is the biggest fear in this world? Fear of the truth. Almost everything we know isn't true. It's a point of view. Unless you believe it, it's not true. We only perceive our own knowledge. Let that sink in for a moment. Almost everything you know is not true. It's a point of view. This totally redirect my perspectives in many ways. Most of the conflicts we face daily, whether at work, school, or various relationships, even politics, are because our truth doesn't align with others. And even through communications, we hear what we want to hear because we want our reality, our version of a reality to be right. I have been putting much effort into practicing the five agreements daily. They help me to have different perspectives and an open mindset and not react but respond to challenging situations. Have you noticed that most of the conflicts that we experience emotionally are with our loved ones? Because they matter to us. They're taking a place in our hearts. How can we not take it personally, right? Well, once you understand that they are speaking out of a belief that whatever they know is true to them may be different than yours. Their beliefs are not your responsibilities or make it true for you. One of my friends reached out to me and she boarded up her feelings and opinions about a few of her characteristics. One of them, she said that she is very emotional and her husband dislikes, which bothers her. I mean, rightfully so. So I share my perspectives on this matter with her. In general, men often think women are more emotional. In my experience, that's not necessarily true. Men displays differently than women, but that doesn't mean that they are less emotional. Again, I'm not saying this with the absolute, but sharing my experience and perspective. I mean, you may disagree, and that's perfectly okay. Additionally, he may dislike them based on his beliefs and what he is accustomed to, just like she may have her dislikes about him based on what she's used to. Importantly, I ask her if she believes she is too emotional, if she ever thinks otherwise, or if that's always been what she feels about herself. You see, I was told that I am passionate, I am cold, I lack empathy, hard ass, and many more. These opinions are valid for them. They don't mean true for me, you know? I might be passionate about something and display a lack of empathy for some, for whatever reason. But it does not define me since everything is circumstantial, I will say. I started to rethink my self beliefs. I was growing up, family members, friends, teachers, relatives, etc. shared, commented on their opinions about me or any cultural or social superstitions. I believed most of them, but is it true though? I can't help but wonder since it's their truth and their beliefs. I decide what is true for me, you know? Can you stand up against your creation of who you are with skepticism? When was the last time you challenged your beliefs? Self beliefs, religions, politics, beliefs of others, and literally everything. Something to think about. Thank you for tuning in. This is your host, Terry Mara.